Anesthesia is basically helping people through procedures, helping them through a surgery, helping them through a delivery, helping them through a C-section.
Anesthesia for me is not only just providing pain relief for your surgery, but it's helping to provide relief of your anxiety for the procedures that you're going to have, and to be fully integrated in the preoperative, intraoperative, and the postoperative setting, so that it's a complete experience. It's not just putting someone to sleep and waking them up. It's understanding what they're going through in the preoperative session, what they're going through in the intraoperative session, and making sure that they're comfortable after their anesthetic is complete.
We're vital to the process, and again, I don't want people just to think of us as they put you to sleep and wake you up. No, I really want people to think that we're truly involved in their procedure. There's nuances to every procedure that we have to stay on top of to guarantee the best outcome we possibly have. And I think our people really understand that, and really invest themselves in trying to do the best thing for every patient and really be a part of their care. In our group, we strictly adhere to the anesthesia care team model, which means that one anesthesiologist can manage up to 4 anesthetists at the same time. So we see the patients, formulate the anesthetic plan, communicate that to our CRNAs. We practice an anesthesia team approach, and we're familiar with our physicians because we've all worked together for so many years. Many physicians have preferences as to how they like their patients cared for, and anesthesiologists as consultants listen and work carefully with those physicians to make sure that the patient above all else has a great experience.
I think a lot of the times the fear is just because, you know, some people never had surgery before at all, you know, so not knowing what to expect, kind of the unknown, is probably what provokes the most anxiety and the most fear. I think a lot of it's anxiety more than it is necessarily fear. But
well, in some of the anesthesia that I do, which is obstetric anesthesia, women generally are afraid of getting their epidurals because they've heard things, whether in the checkout line or whether it's a friend who may have had a bad experience with their labor epidurals. And oftentimes these people have their epidurals done in institutions that don't do very many. So here at Brookwood, we do about 4,000 deliveries a year, and all the anesthesiologists here are very experienced at doing epidurals. And so while you may be afraid, really epidurals are not anything to be afraid of. They're there to provide you for complete pain relief during your labor. People will generally say, I can handle a little bit of pain, but just don't let me get sick. Don't let me get nauseated. I really don't want to get nauseated, because nausea is miserable, and we all understand that. When people tell me that, it always makes me feel good that I feel like, you know, this is something that we can do better than last time. This is something they're going to go home and say, you know, those guys took care of that. Some people come to us and they say, well, last time I had an anesthetic, I became nauseated. We can add medicines and we can adjust our medications to try to prevent you from becoming nauseated during your anesthetic.
I think by just talking to them and giving as much information as I can about the procedure and about what, you know, anesthesia, what we're actually doing while they're asleep, I think that kind of helps settle their anxiety and fear a little bit. I want people to come in, talk to their anesthesiologist, get a good feel for us while we get a good feel for you, learn about your medical history, learn about your fears, learn about your what you're having done, and we can come up with a plan, and we can get people through these surgeries and through deliveries, and you know, we have the technology. We can do this. I think one of the rewarding things about doing anesthesia, whether you're in the operating room or whether you're in labor and delivery doing epidurals, is that, you know, you're able to alleviate a lot of patients' anxiety, fear, and you can really see, you know, the impact that you can have on them, and probably one of the most anxiety-provoking situations that they could possibly be in, you know.
I just, yeah, I mean, I really do feel the way I do. You know, after 30 years, I still wake up every morning happy to come to work, and you know, I love interacting with patients. And I think one of the things that's drawn me to the obstetric part is that I'm dealing with patients that are wide awake. I'm not dealing with somebody after I've given them something that alters their mental perspective. So what you see is what you get when you're dealing with a real awake patient, and someone particularly who's in pain from their labor, and you being able to walk into the room and in that first few seconds saying, I'm Dr. Nagrotsky, I'm here to help you take your pain away. and that connection is truly remarkable.